Like, whoa, you see that? Dude, look at that. The door just opened. Oh my God.
I don't know. You think there's something underneath this right here?
Literally right under the ground here.
This story comes from Grizzly Gaz on YouTube, titled Danger to Life, Weather Warnings with this Storm Camping Video. His page is known for his wild camping videos. He set out to camp in the mountains, a place where the wind never seems to rest. But that night, the storm was different. The air felt heavy, charged, almost alive. Setting up camp quickly turned into a battle for survival. The poles bent and groaned. The fabric snapped like whips in the darkness. Every gust of wind struck like claws raking against the fragile shelter. And tell me, would you dare stay in a tent when the very ground feels like it's shaking beneath you?
Struggling a bit on this side. There it is, look.
Right, get in here out of it. Oh, look at it.
Inside, the tent was no refuge. The walls flapped violently, shadows twisting across the thin fabric as if something was moving just outside. With each howl of the wind came a whisper, faint and chilling. Was it only the storm, or something else circling in the dark?
Let's get you sorted, shall we, mate? You want a drinky poos? There you go. Whew. Wild out there, isn't it, kid? Eh? Shitty jacket. You little scruff. Couldn't believe that. Wind just whipped it straight up and round all over a jacket. Brand new as well.
By midnight, the tent was battered but still standing.
Get back now. Woo. Go on, get in. Get in, mate.
Yet every relentless gust carried the same terrifying thought. What if the wind wasn't the only thing pressing against the walls? He didn't wait to find out. Before the night could drag him deeper into its horrors, he packed up and left. The next video doesn't just creep you out, it'll leave you unsettled. Origin Paranormal, a YouTube page known for posting scary adventure videos, shares this terrifying encounter on its channel. He returned to one of the strangest legends in Brazil, the Cursed Doll Cemetery. Once, elderly villagers made dolls here to sell by the roadside, but after a violent argument, a witch cast a curse, bringing those dolls to life. Would you dare return to such a place? The house stood silent, filled with rotting wood and lifeless stairs. Dozens of dolls watched from every corner, their cracked faces frozen in expressions that felt almost human. But were they really still? As night fell, he set up his tent among them. The silence was thick, unnatural. Then came the sounds, scraping, shifting, as if the dolls were no longer in the same place. Cameras were placed around the house, but even as he recorded, the dolls seemed to draw closer.
Quando tem silêncio assim, pessoal, tem certeza, pessoal, inesperado pode acontecer. Ó, de início já. Olha só. Pessoal, só pra deixar vocês bem cientes aí que eu também coloquei umas câmeras lá.
A doll's face twisted, and another fell without reason. Could the curse still be feeding these creations? Finally, the dolls surrounded his tent. He could no longer stay inside. He fled, leaving everything behind. But the unanswered question lingers. If cursed dolls are given life, what do they want from the living? The nightmare continues, and this time, it feels way too real. This story is from Exploring with Shannon, where they visited Plum Creek Dam, a place whispered to be haunted by the spirit of a child who drowned there. Her page is known for its paranormal investigation and visitations to abandoned places where terrifying things have occurred. As they arrived, they noticed strangers stepping out of a car nearby, carrying flashlights. Were they ghost hunters too, or something else?
I don't know if I want to get out yet, though.
Maybe they're ghost hunting too.
Do you think so?
Yeah, let's go.
I think I had some randos.
The atmosphere was unsettling, the night air heavy with silence. They activated the REM pod, and it was signaling the presence of an unseen entity. Strange words echoed through their devices. Something also splashed into the water behind them, and chilling temperature drops followed. Who was trying to speak from beyond?
A dead body.
Did that guy put something in the lake?
Yeah, or did he? Yeah. This looks like a firework.
Okay. Spirits of Plum Creek Dam. I set up a REM pod right here. Yes. You can go up to it and touch it, and that will let us know that you're here. We are just here to communicate with you. You don't mean any harm. I just heard something over there. In the water. You can't see, but there's water over there. And I heard something behind me. Did you not hear that?
Something just splashed in the water. Yeah.
It's probably fish. Mike's over there.
Tension rose as strange noises kept coming from the bushes. Rocks were thrown, and splashes echoed across the water. Was it wildlife or something darker stalking them? Then something moved in the brush, branches snapped, pebbles flew. Was it an animal or something circling them?
Something mutates themselves, it just said.
I'm not dreaming. It's in the bushes.
What's in the bushes?
Something's in the fucking bushes. Be quiet and you'll be able to listen. Shut the fuck up.
You're gonna be able to see more than me. Not one step on, little guy. Tell me what? Do you see anything?
Yeah, it's just all black. Maybe if we hit the flashlight? Now, if y'all could be quiet, there's something in that distance.
I hate them.
This is not very strong. I have a different one.
Oh, sorry. No.
Finally, they attempted an EVP session. A voice seemed to answer, faint but real.
Fuck you. Are you gonna snatch my soul?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
No! No! I still need to live.
The question was asked, "Are you going to snatch my soul?" The reply, a whisper, "Yes. So I ask you, if a spirit at Plum Creek Dam promised to steal your soul, would you dare stay another minute in the dark?" Here's another strange encounter that will leave you questioning everything. Jose Flores Terror, a YouTuber, is known for exploring places, paranormal activities, and camping. He was dared to visit what locals call the River of La Llorona. They say that the banks of the River of La Llorona, terrifying cries can be heard. And sometimes, the mist reveals the figure of a woman in white, so he decided to explore the river to see if it is true. What he saw there still shocks him to this day. The night he went there, the river was swollen from heavy rains, and according to legend, when the waters rise, her cries become stronger, and her presence more likely. The locals have told him that if her voice sounds distant, she's near, but if she sounds close, she's already upon you. After hearing this, he still insists on going into this dangerous river. Would you dare to keep walking? As darkness thickened, branches cracked, footsteps echoed, and then a woman's wail pierced the night. The sound was unmistakable, chilling, and far too human.
Van varias veces que se escucha como si estuvieran crujiendo las ramas. Hoy, como si anduviera alguien caminando por acá por arriba.
Stones splashed into the river. Even the stray dog that followed him froze, barking wildly at something unseen. After some while, he swore he saw a white silhouette appear, floating above the water. A woman.
Flotando en el agua. Me estoy alejando.
But no living woman could be there at that hour. Was it really her, searching for her lost children? He fled the river, terrified, as her cries still echoed through the valley. If you were there, alone in the dark, would you run, or would you want to face La Llorona? Just when you think it can't get stranger, wait until you see this. This terrifying encounter was captured by Midwest ghost hunter, who is known for filming scary ghost hunting videos. This time he explored one of Wisconsin's most haunted sites, the Mabel Tainter Memorial Theater. Built in 1889 after the tragic death of 19-year-old Mabel, the building has long been home to chilling encounters, whispers of spirits, phantom figures, and the lady in white. During a spirit box session, voices broke through the static. One name was clear: Andrew. Could it have been Captain Andrew himself?
Mabel, is that you? Whoever that was, could you speak again? Ooh, that was the same voice. Bertha, was that you? Or was that you, Mabel? Whoa! Dude, that was a male voice. It sounded like you said Andrew. Captain Andrew.
Moments later, movement flickered in a mirror. Are mirrors really portals for spirits? In Reverend Maxton's office, papers shifted on their own, and the temperature dropped 20 degrees. Was the Reverend still present, lingering at his old desk?
That sounded like paper being moved. It was on this desk. Like, whoa, you see that? Dude, look at that. That has to be it. Look at that, it's literally hanging off of the table. Look at all the other ones, they're like straight, and then that one is just completely. Henry, did you just move this piece of paper?
The basement turned terrifying. Voices echoed in empty rooms, cigar smoke filled the air, and drawers opened by themselves not once, but twice.
That drawer just opened! Oh my God. What just happened? I thought I heard something up there.
How would you react if furniture moved before your eyes? Then she appeared. The lady in white. Perfume filled the air. A woman's voice whispered, and a curtain was pulled loose as if touched by unseen hands.
It's down there.
After seeing all these, will you still dare continue exploring the place? The last clip was chilling, but this next one feels like pure nightmare fuel. Ibnu Fauzi Official is a YouTuber known for his solo rides, solo camping, and exploring. Tonight went deep into the Konteng Cemetery, a place feared for restless spirits. At nearly midnight, he approaches the graveyard's edge. He's known for his solo ride, solo camp, and solo exploring. As he crosses the narrow path, locals whisper of someone being haunted by this road. A small bridge appears beneath a towering banyan tree, said to be the very heart of the haunting. Who dares to sit there at night? Would you cross it? He arrived at the cemetery. Among the old tombs lies a fresh grave, less than a week old. The soil is still damp. Could the spirit be lingering nearby, watching? Next, he went to the dreaded Pokong Hill, a steep, lonely incline where apparitions often appear. No houses, no lights, only whispers of the dead. Could you ride through this alone? Then he saw this abandoned house. Inside, they find collapsed walls, broken glass, and a 20-meter well. The water ripples on its own, as if something unseen stirs below. What could be lurking in that darkness? Locals believe this house is the center of the haunting. Do you think spirits still guard this place? The nightmare continues, and this time, it feels way too real. Cha Chad, a YouTuber, loves to explore haunted abandoned buildings, historic places, and mysterious places. This time around, he and his team went to investigate this abandoned house. They call it the Devil's House, a lonely farmhouse where animals were left to die, their cries never forgotten. The owner was jailed, and the house was abandoned. And soon, whispers of satanic rituals began to spread. As they pushed through the brush and stepped onto the porch, the air thickened. Inside, a rope hung like a silent threat, a noose swaying ever so slightly. As they went further inside, they saw rusted cages and shredded bedding, revealing the torment of forgotten animals.
That is wild. So I wonder where the animals died. I wonder if it was maybe they were left in the cage, possibly.
Well, this is one of them.
Yeah. Guys, this has to be the cage where one of the dogs was left behind to die. Wow.
Yeah, there was 3 of them that they found.
Then the spirit box came alive, faint whispers breaking through the static. On the back deck, they discovered a pentagram carved into the wood itself. Not painted, carved. A permanent scar etched into the house.
Is it open?
I don't know. You think there's something underneath this right here?
No. It's literally right under the ground here. Yeah, it's just like a foundation. Like rock
Something like buried there.
I think there might be a river down below.
Upstairs, blood-stained pillows, shattered glass, and a lone clown chair waited in the dark.
Right on the wall right there, too?
These things are freaking everywhere, bro.
You never noticed those before?
I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm noticing them everywhere, and I just found blood all over the pillow here.
Really?
And there's a clown chair.
Oh, yes.
Have you seen the clown chair?
The clown chair, yeah.
But there's blood on the pillow right next to it.
Oh, no.
But in truth be told, when I walked in here, I started to feel weird. Weirder than downstairs. Look at the blood here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
That is definitely blood.
The house grew restless, and they kept filming. Then, a door slammed shut behind them. They ran.
Listen, we got a name called Patrick.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
The door flipped over, bro.
A door flip?
The door flipped over, blocking our way going back inside the place.
No. I'm telling you, bro. This place is crazy as hell.
I just showed Chad my footage.
May I touch you?
May I touch you?
But tell me, if you escaped the devil's house, would it really let you leave? Or would it follow? While hiking through his usual trail, this person had no idea what he'd come home to. Later that night, while reviewing his CCTV footage, he noticed something strange. A smoky figure slowly circling his security camera. At first, he thought it was just fog, until it moved with intent, almost as if it was watching him. While hiking deep into a remote forest trail, this person stumbled upon something that sent chills down their spine. Hidden between the thick branches and old moss-covered bark was a face carved into the trunk of a tree. It wasn't just some rough sketch either. The expression was haunting, almost too human, as if it were watching. This person stood frozen. Why would someone do that? Was it a warning, a ritual, or maybe someone or something wanted to be remembered? Whatever the reason, the deeper you look into that carved face, the more it feels like the forest is looking back at you. Frances and her husband were invited to a bonfire next door, a lively night filled with laughter, drinks, and stories under the stars. Everything felt perfectly normal, until midnight. Frances decided to snap a quick photo of the roaring blaze, an 80-foot inferno lighting up the night sky. But when she looked back at the picture, her heart skipped a beat. There, in the center of the flames, was something no one could explain. A face, clear as day, staring right back at her from inside the fire. Could it be an apparition? Frances showed the photo to her husband and others at the bonfire. Reactions ranged from stunned silence to nervous laughter. But this person couldn't shake the feeling that something or someone was watching. She hasn't looked at fire the same way since. You be the judge. Is it just a trick of the light, or something far more chilling? Two friends set out to explore an abandoned convent about an hour from town. The place was creepy, but perfect for a viral TikTok dance, so they hit record. As the girl danced, the guy behind the camera suddenly froze. Just over her shoulder, something didn't feel right. They inched closer, and that's when they saw it.
What the fuck? Hey, stop. I'm so... Oh my god. Stop. Hold him. What the fuck is that? Holy shit. Oh my god.
A group of people standing in a tight circle, heads bowed, silently performing what looked like a ritual. Shaken to the core, the friends fled. The video cuts off with no answers, only questions. While hiking to a small cave, this person suddenly felt a deep thud beneath their feet. It wasn't just a distant noise, it echoed from directly under them, like something was alive below the surface. The sound was so unexpected, the hiker froze mid-step, heart pounding. Who or what was making that sound? Could something be trapped underground? Or was it something that shouldn't exist at all? While hiking up a new, unfamiliar trail, this person stumbled upon a small cave tucked away in the rocks. The moment they stepped near it, a heavy, unsettling energy seemed to hang in the air. It felt negative, almost like they weren't supposed to be there. Still, curiosity won. This person decided to snap a quick picture, hoping to capture whatever was making them so uneasy. Later, when they reviewed the photo, that's when the real chill set in. In the shadowy corner of the cave, something or someone was peeking out. A dark figure, barely visible, just standing there, watching. At the time, this person hadn't seen a thing. But now, they're left wondering who or what was staring at them from the darkness. While hiking through a rugged mountain trail, this person suddenly froze. Just a few feet ahead, a massive mountain lion appeared out of nowhere. But here's the wild part. It didn't even seem to notice this person. The big cat looked more focused on finding its own escape route through the terrain, almost like it was lost too. Thank God for that. Because if the predator had locked eyes with this person, that peaceful hike could have turned into a terrifying nightmare real quick. Nature doesn't always play fair, and this moment was a reminder of just how close danger can be, without even knowing it. While hiking the Grand Canyon, this person made a chilling mistake that nearly cost him his life. Trying to see the perfect view from the edge, this person lost his footing, and in an instant, he plummeted nearly 100 feet down the canyon wall.
No native grass, girl.
Oh shit, is he okay? Wait. Dude. Oh no. Oh no. Shit. No. Don't look. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we told them to come back up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We need to call. You have your phone. Get your phone. Here. Give me a call. Oh my gosh.
Dumbass.
Oh my god, we. Baby girl.
There's no back in.
Oh my gosh.
Has this ever happened before?
He's not moving, huh?
Witnesses were left frozen in shock as they watched this person disappear over the edge. We just hope this person survives this terrifying fall, because that drop, it's no joke. A man and his family were enjoying a winter hike through Queensland's Bunya Mountains National Park. They were halfway through a peaceful 4-hour trail, having only passed a few hikers earlier that morning. At one point, the man stopped to snap a photo of the sunlight piercing through the dense forest canopy. Later that evening, while scrolling through the photos, his daughter spotted something strange, something they hadn't noticed in the moment. There, standing clearly on the trail ahead, was a woman in a black dress, but they knew no one had been there. They had just walked that exact stretch of the path and hadn't seen a single soul. Disturbed, the man showed the photo to his boss. Her reaction chilled him. She went pale. Then she told him that just a year before, her daughter had felt something dark in that exact spot. She said it felt like something was watching them from the trees. To this day, the man has no explanation for what he captured in that photo. But every time he looks at it, the hair on the back of his neck stands up. What do you think he saw? While hiking, this couple had a chilling close call with a bear that began following them up the trail.
He's following me, babe.
Hey!
He's following us. Hey!
Go!
Okay.
Okay, you guys go up there.
Don't run. Do not run.
Hey! Can we play dead now? Can we play dead?
Griffin, walk faster, please. Hey, bear! Following us.
Following us up the trail with no intention of.
Can we just give him?
Hey, bear! Hey!
Caught between fear and disbelief, they tried to stay calm, shouting, walking faster, and nervously asking if it was time to play dead. It turned out the bear had no intention to attack, but that didn't stop their adrenaline from spiking. While hiking in the forest, this Reddit user stumbled upon something straight out of a movie, a massive cave door hidden just off the main trail. But that's not all. Built into this towering stone entrance was a smaller, almost secret door, like something only meant for someone who knew it was there. The user couldn't shake the feeling that they weren't supposed to find it. Who built it? What's behind it? Could it lead to an abandoned military bunker, a forgotten cult hideout, or even something way more unsettling? Whatever the case, this eerie discovery is the kind of thing that makes you question how much of the forest is truly unexplored, and who or what might still be living there. This person was just enjoying a peaceful night hike until they saw it.
Elas parecem ter um pouco de falta de sensibilidade, percebeu? Elas travam às vezes quando. Ó, tá vendo? Eu tô com a câmera muito perto. Tentando filmar a dança.
A bunch of black millipedes all piled on top of each other, slithering in slow, synchronized horror. It wasn't just gross, it looked unnatural, like something you'd see in a sci-fi film. He described it as terrifying, not just because of the bugs themselves, but the way they moved, almost like they had a purpose. A few years back, a family took a trip to Jeffrey's Cliffs in Hawkville, Kentucky. It was supposed to be a peaceful day of hiking and snapping photos of the kids, but one picture revealed something far from ordinary. In the background, a blurry, shadowy figure loomed just behind the group. The unsettling part? According to the mom, no one else was anywhere near them when the photo was taken. While hiking in the forest, this person noticed something truly eerie, something that would make you stop in your tracks. The wind wasn't just rustling leaves, it was making the entire forest sway. Trees rocked back and forth, and even the roots beneath the earth shifted, creating an illusion so wild it looked like the ground itself was breathing. No joke, it felt like the forest had come alive. And honestly, it was a good thing this person was the only one there. If anyone else had been standing nearby, things might have gone south real quick. This was nature's raw power on full display, breathtaking but also a little terrifying. While camping in Texas, a family decided to check out a nearby haunted house, one that already had a dark reputation after someone reportedly died there years ago. Sitting safely in their car, they watched the eerie, abandoned structure. But then, something chilling happened. They caught this on camera. Out Out of nowhere, what appears to be a small hand reaches out from the window. Locals say ghostly figures of children are often seen peering from the windows and lurking near the doors of this house, fueling the belief that it's truly haunted. While hiking, this person saw something so bizarre that it could have come straight out of a horror movie. Right in the middle of a peaceful cycle lane in Denmark was a dead shark. No water in sight, no ocean nearby, just cold pavement and a predator from the deep lying there like it was dropped from the sky. Locals are baffled, and there's no explanation yet. No trail, no blood, no drag marks, nothing. So the question is, who or what left the shark there? Was it a twisted prank, a message, or something far more chilling? While walking a familiar trail in their hometown, a Reddit user stumbled upon a strange patch of scorched grass. At first, it didn't raise alarms. Arson wasn't exactly rare in the area. But something was off. The burnt patch revealed a hidden path leading deep into the woods. Driven by curiosity, they followed it. And what they discovered was chilling. At the end of the trail lay a collection of animal bones, deliberately arranged, with a red wine-scented liquid poured over them. It looked like some kind of ritual, maybe witchcraft. But what did it mean? Still a mystery. In January 2013, someone reviewing their trail cam footage stumbled upon something downright chilling. The camera had picked up a figure that looked eerily like an extraterrestrial being, though others argue it might have been a ghost or some kind of unknown creature. Sure, it could have been a weirdly shaped bush or a regular animal caught at a strange angle, but the way it moved and how it seemed to stare straight into the camera was anything but normal. During a road trip through the remote highways of Oregon, a couple found themselves in the middle of a chilling mystery. As they cruised along an empty stretch surrounded by nothing but endless wilderness, the girlfriend casually snapped a few photos with her Canon camera, capturing the stillness of the landscape. But when they flipped through the shots moments later, one image froze them in disbelief. In the middle of the frame stood a faint, ghostly figure, a woman in a flowing dress. The eerie part? They were completely alone when the photo was taken, or so they thought. Just outside Niagara Falls, there's a chilling spot shrouded in legend, the infamous Screaming Tunnel. According to local lore, a furious father once ended his own daughter's life inside the tunnel. In the chaos, he spilled oil and accidentally set himself ablaze, dying in the very place he committed the unthinkable. Since then, it's said no flame can stay lit within the tunnel's walls. One group of friends set out to test the legend for themselves. But the moment one of them struck a match, nothing.
The spot where she supposedly died. So we're about to try to light a match.
I'm pumped, dude. I'm terrified I have to poop. Ready? Hold on. That didn't work.
It's not even lighting.
Yeah, I think you killed that one.
Pause it.
Oh my god.
Light my finger on fire.
Ooh. It went right out,
right,
just like they
turn
said.
This way.
Okay.
Here, I'll block the breeze.
Oh, it went out again.
Freaking A,
This
dude.
is like almost, we're going through this box, dude. Right out. Every time.
Have we tried doing it not in the tunnel?
Be quiet.
Try it again.
For control?
Listen. All right. Now,
strike after strike, the flame kept dying instantly. They were burning through an entire box with no luck. But the moment they stepped outside, the flame lit perfectly.
Now, supposedly up this way to the top of the hill is where her house was.
These matches suck. That's what you get when you don't favor them.
Outside the tunnel, the match stays lit up. Right up there. That's where her house used to be.
How are you sure?
Because that's what it said on. Yeah. That's what the thing said.
Why won't fire survive inside the tunnel? Is it just a coincidence? Or is something or someone snuffing it out? What do you think is behind this eerie phenomenon? Kay was filming her daughter running joyfully toward a patch of flowers when something bizarre happened, almost like a scene from a sci-fi movie. As her daughter sprinted ahead, she suddenly stopped, like she'd slammed into thin air. You can see the ripple, like the air itself bent, and there's this strange humming sound, almost like a force field. But here's what throws people off. Kay just kept filming. She didn't rush over. No panic, no shouting, just silence. So what was that invisible wall? And why didn't Kay react right away? While exploring the breathtaking grounds of Portugal's Pina Palace, one tourist captured something truly unsettling on video. Deep within the lush forest surrounding the palace, a large, shadowy figure slipped silently between the trees.
Spooky up here.
Some witnesses claim it looked like a gorilla. Others insist it had the sleek form of a panther or jaguar. But here's the thing, none of those animals belong anywhere near Portugal's wilderness. Was it an escaped exotic pet? Or could it be something far more mysterious? Local legends speak of a ghostly nun who haunts these very grounds, a sorrowful spirit said to have met a tragic end centuries ago. So what exactly did that tourist capture on camera? A wild animal? A restless spirit? Or something even darker? The truth remains unknown. This eerie footage was posted online with the chilling caption, "My dad caught this on his trail camera at a cabin in Wisconsin. Ghosts." The image shows a group of white-gowned figures standing eerily still in the woods. But the real kicker? Zoom in, and one of them appears to be missing its head. Some believe this could be evidence of a cult, but considering the isolated location and the fact that it was only captured in a single frame, it's hard to believe these were actual people. On May 3rd, 2022, a TikTok creator known for posting beauty content suddenly switched gears, and what she shared left viewers spooked.
I'm like fucking scared. There is no one standing there, but there's a silhouette, like a shadow of a person. Yeah.
There was no one there, yet a clear silhouette of a person stood on the pavement. No trees, no poles, no light source, nothing that could explain the eerie figure. Stranger still, when she returned the next day, the shadow had vanished. She ruled out paint, swore it wasn't edited. So what was it? A glitch in reality? A ghost? Or something else entirely? A person was walking alone one quiet night when something shifted. The air felt heavier, like eyes were crawling over their back. They stopped and glanced up, and froze. 2 glowing eyes stared down from the trees. At first, they assumed it was an animal, maybe an owl, maybe a raccoon. But as their eyes adjusted, their heart dropped. It wasn't an animal. It had a pale, human-like face. Still, expressionless, just watching. Whatever it was didn't belong in those woods. Some say it was a skinwalker, others say it was something even worse. The truth? No one knows. Would you keep walking? A few months ago, a woman was jolted awake by a motion alert from her backyard camera. Groggy and half asleep, she opened the footage, expecting maybe a raccoon or a stray cat. But what did she see? It was anything but normal.
Por volta de 10h35, lá no finalzinho da noite já, o horário que aparece na câmera tá 1 hora atrasado, né? Porque a gente não tinha configurado a hora dela. Mas esse 10h35 que aparece aí é o horário do telefone, exatamente na hora que eu tava gravando a tela do celular, porque tava acontecendo isso. Observem que a luz ela se junta, se separa, acontecendo.
On the screen was a glowing white figure. It didn't quite look human, but it moved like one. The way it glided across the yard felt wrong, unnatural. There was no clear shape, no face, no logic to it. Just eerie, silent motion. To this day, there's no explanation. So what exactly did she capture on camera that night? While scaling the legendary Grand Wall in Squamish, BC, something terrifying unfolded. In the middle of setting up his gear, he made one critical mistake. He missed securing a vital anchor point. In the blink of an eye, he slipped and plunged nearly 60 feet in a sheer, heart-pounding freefall.
Oh, oh God. Oh no. Woo!
But just before disaster struck, his emergency rope kicked in, snapping tight and saving him from what could have been a fatal fall. A split-second error nearly cost him everything. This person was out exploring the woods behind a friend's place in Valparaiso, Indiana, hoping to snap some photos of a plant called Jack in the pulpit. But just as they were lining up the perfect shot, they heard something, a strange, unexplainable noise. Instinctively, they clicked the shutter and rushed back. At first, the photo looked normal, but later, when they zoomed in, their heart dropped. Hidden in the shadows was a figure, something, or someone staring directly at them from the trees. Now, they're stuck sleeping in the garage, right next to those same woods. And the question still haunts them. Who or what was watching? A backpacker was enjoying a peaceful solo hike through the forest when something caught their eye.
Tell me you see that. Do you see that in the tree? What? Yeah. Uh-huh. He sees it. Oh, God. We're going. He also sees a bird. What? No. Look it.
At first, it looked like an ordinary tree, but as they moved around it, strange shapes began to reveal themselves. Some thought it was just a trick of the light or a weird natural formation, but others weren't so sure. There was something off about that tree, something eerie enough to send a chill down their spine. Not taking any chances, the hiker uploaded the footage online, hoping someone could explain what they saw. So, what do you think? Just nature being weird, or something more? While hiking late at night, this person decided to explore an abandoned house tucked deep in the woods. What started as a harmless thrill turned into something unexplainable. In a couple of the photos they took, two eerie, misty apparitions appeared. Figures that weren't there in person. No footsteps, no breathing. Just mist. What was that? Could it have been spirits lingering in the ruins? Or something far darker, watching this person from the shadows? In broad daylight, something bizarre was caught in a UK field, and it left everyone stunned.
What the hell is it?
My God, this basket is truly
What
full.
the hell?
At first, it looked like some strange creature hunched on all fours. But then it moved. Zooming in revealed the shocking truth. It wasn't an animal at all. It was a man, crawling through the grass and lying flat like he was hiding or searching for something. What was he doing out there? Bird watching? Lost? Or was something more disturbing going on? The field was meant for horses, not people. And whatever his reason, he didn't belong there. While hiking through a remote mountain range, this person stumbled upon something straight out of a legend. A massive, head-shaped stone jutting from a cave high up the mountainside.
Could this be the face of Bigfoot? A group of hikers filmed this face inside a cave and it closely resembles Bigfoot. But could it be an optical illusion or an elaborate hoax?
At first glance, it looked like an ancient statue, perfectly shaped, eerily lifelike. But here's the twist. The location was so rugged and inaccessible, it raised a chilling question. Who could have made this, and why? That's when the petrification theory enters the picture. Some believe that massive stone faces like this spotted all over the world weren't carved by human hands at all. Instead, they might be the remains of actual giants, living beings turned to stone by centuries of exposure to minerals and the elements. Sounds far-fetched? Maybe. But when you look at the scale of ancient ruins and unexplained megaliths scattered across the globe, you start to wonder, how much of our history is still hidden in plain sight? While camping near Irgby, deep in the Sahara close to the Algeria-Morocco border, a traveler snapped a chilling photo of a mysterious white figure standing alone in the distance. When the image was shown to locals, their reactions shifted from curiosity to concern. They claimed it resembled a spirit and urgently warned the traveler not to wander outside after dark. So what was caught on camera that night? A supernatural presence, or just a trick of the light and motion blur? In Cleveland, grandmother Cindy Reed was babysitting her granddaughter Nova when Nova suddenly claimed to see a man with bug eyes standing in their dining room.
You're so funny. I can't wait until summer gets here so we can go outside and play.
I miss Mimi.
I miss you too. I miss you too. What?
Coming.
What? Who's coming?
Here coming.
Who?
Him.
You see somebody back there?
Him.
Who?
Here.
Him?
Yeah.
Where's he at? Is he in our house?
Yeah.
Where? Show me. Where's he at? He's right in front of you?
Yep.
Who is it?
A guy.
Who's there, mister? What are you doing in our... Where's he at? In the dining room?
Yep.
Show me him. Go show me him. Give me your hand. Take me to him.
This him.
Take me to him. Show me.
This him.
Wait, let me... Show me. Is he right here?
Yep.
He's in our dining room?
Yeah.
What are you doing in our dining room, mister? What does he look like?
I bug.
He's got bug eyes?
Yeah.
What are you doing in our living room, mister? Get. You go back home. You go back wherever you came from. What's he doing? Come on, you're creeping me out. We're going upstairs. Come on. You're scaring me, Mimi. We're going upstairs. Yeah, you're scaring me, Mimi. We're going upstairs. You are.
Terrified, Cindy took Nova upstairs. Despite Cindy's strong fear of the paranormal, Nova continues to see the mysterious figure around the house, though no one else can see him. While using the Randonautica app, Chris and his friends ventured deep into the woods, but they never expected what they were about to find.
So the other day, me and a bunch of friends decided to go explore a park that was located nearby all of our houses. And in the creepy back area, we found a lot of coffins. And we got curious and opened one, and there were spikes inside. And it reminded me of one of those medieval Iron Maidens. And then we found this table nearby. It looked like one of those tables that you like tie people to and torture them. So, mad sketch. Maybe if you blow this up, we'll come back at night.
Hidden in a remote clearing was something straight out of a nightmare, a field full of coffins. Curiosity got the better of Chris, and when he opened one, things got even stranger. Nearby, a table stood eerily in the open, surrounded by ropes scattered across the ground, clear signs that someone, or something, had been there not long before. So, what exactly did they uncover that day? One night off the coast of Scopello, Sicily, something eerie was captured on camera. A glowing figure drifted through the dark waters at first, and it looked like a diver with a headlamp. But as it came closer, the illusion fell apart. Its shape was all wrong, long, serpent-like, a visible spine running down its back. And the way it moved? Not human, not even close. Was it just a trick of the light? A diver caught at a strange angle? Or did this fisherman stumble upon something far more mysterious lurking beneath the surface? This wild Reddit clip kicks off with a fisherman in the middle of a murky river gripping the tail of a massive anaconda. The thick and tense snake glides effortlessly through the water as the man struggles to keep hold. The video starts partway through, so no one knows how this bizarre showdown began. But one thing's obvious. The snake has a huge bulge in its belly, likely from a recent meal. And while the footage is jaw-dropping, most viewers agree. Grabbing a wild anaconda by the tail? Probably not the brightest idea. A man went camping deep in the woods, just him and his loyal dog. But one evening, without warning, the dog bolted into the trees. Thinking it'd be a quick recovery, he followed the trail, not realizing he was heading straight into a nightmare.
Lucy! Good doggy, where are you? Lucy! The hell?
But the forest answered with silence, until something else did. Help. He froze. That voice didn't sound right. It wasn't his dog, and it wasn't human. Still nothing. Then crack. A branch snapped nearby. He spun around, heart pounding. His hands fumbled with his camera, but it was glitching, flickering on and off. He turned, and there it was.
Huh? My camera's going further. What the? Who are you? I'm not scared of you anymore!
A pale figure, standing silently between the trees. It didn't move. It didn't blink. I just watched it. He wasn't alone anymore. And whatever was watching him wasn't something he could reason with. Whether he ever found Lucy remains a mystery. Deep in the woods, a man was jolted awake by strange noises echoing from his roof. Grabbing his camera, he stepped outside to investigate. As he hit record, he scanned the area and said, "Ain't nothing up there."
What the fuck is that? Ain't shit up there. Ain't shit up there. So what the fuck? Where we going? Fuck is that? Alright. Hey, I'm black. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here.
So what exactly was lurking on his roof that night? And why did it vanish, then return? A Reddit user recently shared a chilling video captured by a friend of their sister while skiing in Victoria, Australia. In the footage, a mysterious black figure appears to be hovering eerily above the skier, completely motionless, even as the skier moves at full speed. The figure's unnatural stillness has left viewers rattled, sparking debate. Is this an eerie paranormal presence, or just a strange reflection off the snow? Less than half a mile into a 2021 section hike on the Appalachian Trail, this hiker suddenly heard something strange, eerie sounds echoing through the trees. Every hair on their body stood up. The trail was empty, yet the noise grew louder, closer, like something huge was creeping just out of sight in the woods. Turns out, it was just cows. So no, not everything in the wilderness is something sinister, but still, stay alert. You never know what's waiting just off the path. While snapping photos of their kids playing in the woods, one picture sent chills down their spines. In the background, a pale, humanoid figure stood eerily still, something no one had noticed in the moment. The hikers swore there was no one else around, and strangely, the figure didn't appear in any of the other photos taken just moments later. Rattled, they quickly called the kids back and left the area without looking back. To this day, they have no idea what they captured on camera or who or what was watching from the trees. In 2011, a family vacationing in Tennessee's Smoky Mountains captured something eerie on camera.
What's he doing?
While filming the scenic view, the man behind the camera noticed a sudden movement in the background. A moment later, it appeared again, this time, partially hidden behind thick bushes. The family was convinced they had just seen Bigfoot, and given how steep and unforgiving the terrain is, especially around Klingman's Dome, it would be nearly impossible for someone to stage a hoax in a costume. Strangest of all, sightings like this aren't exactly uncommon in these mountains. A YouTuber recently shared footage from his trip to Gettysburg, and at first glance everything seemed normal, especially near the rocky area known as Devil's Den. But when he reviewed the video later, something strange caught his eye.
What's up, man? What up, bro? You know?
Is it uncomfortable with people taking pictures and recording over here?
But as he walks away from the rocks, a shadowy figure briefly shifts behind a nearby boulder, just for a second. Some viewers believe this eerie glimpse could be more than just a trick of the light. Could it be one of the many spirits said to haunt Gettysburg's blood-soaked grounds? This bizarre footage, supposedly uploaded by an anonymous group, claims they collided with a humanoid creature straight out of a sci-fi movie while hiking. The figure looks eerily like the classic pop culture alien, almost too perfect to believe. With zero context or backstory provided, viewers are left questioning, was this an actual close encounter, or just an elaborate hoax? In July 2008, a young boy was filming in the Rocky Mountains when he captured something strange hovering in the sky. What he filmed was no ordinary sight. A dark ring floated silently above the mountains, completely still, then slowly drifted away. There were no planes nearby, no wildfires, nothing that could explain a perfect smoke ring just hanging in the air like that. When the footage spread online, people were baffled. Theories exploded. Was it a portal? A wormhole? Something not from here? To this day, no one can say what the boy saw, and some still wonder, was it real, or was it all just a clever edit? While venturing deep into the woods, a hiker climbed onto the roof of an abandoned building to capture the breathtaking view. But as they scanned the landscape, something strange caught their eye. A tall, thin, gray figure weaving through the trees. Heart-pounding, they zoomed in, only to realize it resembled neither a human nor any animal they had ever seen. A chill ran down their spine, an unshakable sense of dread settling in. For the rest of the day, the eerie encounter haunted their thoughts, leaving them questioning what they had just witnessed. A man who lives near the Appalachian Mountains often hikes the trails alone, and has never experienced anything out of the ordinary until one chilling trip changed that. While exploring the woods like he always does, he suddenly heard a scream unlike anything he'd ever encountered. It could have been wildlife, but something about it felt off, unnatural even. Was this his first real brush with the unsettling mysteries of the Appalachian wilderness? This guy spotted something weird moving in the ocean, a long, dark shape silently gliding just below the surface. At first, he figured it was just a piece of driftwood, until it started to rise. That's when he saw it. A smooth, snake-like body, moving with eerie precision. Some viewers brushed it off as floating debris, but the way it swayed through the water, it looked alive. The footage might be grainy and far off, but one thing's clear: something big was creeping just offshore. A group of friends had rented a remote cabin deep in the Appalachian Mountains for a peaceful weekend getaway. Surrounded by endless shadowy woods, the spot felt like a perfect escape. One night, as they soaked in the hot tub beneath a glowing moon, a low, thunderous sound echoed from somewhere deep in the forest.
Yeah, that was a car. Who's the aliens, bro? I think it's a train.
Es que porque suena así a la verga.
But that's just scary. Okay, do you guys want to go inside?
No. Es que no va a pasar nada, pero...
But the music and laughter quickly faded into nervous silence. Something about that sound wasn't right. Unbeknownst to them, the Appalachian woods have a long, chilling history. Mysterious vanishings, strange figures spotted between the trees, stories that locals don't like to tell after dark. Thankfully, the group left the hot tub and returned inside without incident. But that night, it still haunts their memories. While hiking a remote stretch of the Appalachian Trail in North Carolina, a lone hiker reached the summit expecting sweeping views, but stumbled upon something far more chilling. Hidden among the trees, they discovered an old, forgotten graveyard. Weathered headstones jutted from the earth, with no signs, no fences, and no trace of it on any map. The hiker searched for answers but found nothing. No names, no history, no explanation. The eerie silence and cold mountain air clung to them, leaving behind a mystery and a memory they'd never shake. Lewis, Clark, and their friends thought exploring an old, abandoned train hidden deep within the forest would be fun. Most of the train cars were empty, silent, and eerie, but nothing too unusual. That is, until they reached the caboose. Inside, the air felt heavier. The sheets covering the benches were stained with dark red spots. Something large, something unnaturally heavy, was hidden beneath one of them.
The carriage and we'll come, let's go. What is that? What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Just go, just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we need to get out.
Fucking go. Fuck that
shit. Go. Come on.
Fuck! Ugh. There's mud everywhere, Anne. Wait, is that a body? We need to call the police, mate. Oh my god, this has happened before, but this has happened. Ow, my fucking head. Fuck!
Mate. I'm fucking wrong,
No one dared to lift the sheet. They bolted, even leaping over another blood-stained cover on their way out, hearts pounding. To this day, no one knows what was under those sheets. Some say it was a body, others think it was something even worse. But one thing's certain, Lewis and his friends never went back, and they never will. Less than half a mile into a 2021 section hike on the Appalachian Trail, this hiker suddenly heard something strange, eerie sounds echoing through the trees. Every hair on their body stood up. The trail was completely empty, yet the noise grew louder, closer, like something huge was creeping just out of sight in the woods. Turns out, it was just cows. So no, not everything in the wilderness is something sinister, but still, stay alert. You never know what's waiting just off the path. Sydney, a solo traveler, returned to one of the very first campsites she'd ever visited. tucked deep within the Appalachian wilderness. When she arrived, the forest was eerily silent, not a soul in sight. She pitched her tent and started cooking a simple meal, rice and chicken sizzling over the fire. That's when she heard it.
Is that?
A strange, unplaceable sound echoed through the trees. It didn't quite feel natural. Still, Sydney brushed it off and stayed the night. Luckily, nothing happened, or so she thought. To this day, the clip remains a complete mystery. In 2011, a family vacationing in Tennessee's Smoky Mountains captured something eerie on camera.
What's he doing?
While filming the scenic view, the man behind the camera noticed a sudden movement in the background. A moment later, it appeared again, this time partially hidden behind thick bushes. The family was convinced they had just seen Bigfoot, and given how steep and unforgiving the terrain is, especially around Klingman's Dome, it would be nearly impossible for someone to stage a hoax in a costume. Strangest of all, sightings like this aren't exactly uncommon in these mountains. While walking along a quiet trail, a Reddit user stumbled upon something truly disturbing. Pinned to a tree was a severed tongue. Some believed it was real, possibly belonging to a cow or deer, while others speculated it could be part of a sinister ritual or even a chilling warning. But who would do such a thing, and why? What could be the real story behind this eerie discovery? While camping deep in the woods, a family snapped what they thought was a sweet photo of their 3 children playing in a tree. At first glance, everything looked perfectly normal, just a joyful moment frozen in time. But when they looked closer, later that evening, their hearts sank. Standing just behind their youngest son was a 4th child. The eerie part: the family swears no one else was around. They were miles from anyone, in a secluded part of the forest. So, who or what was in that photo? Could it have been a ghost? One night off the coast of Scapello, Sicily, something eerie was captured on camera. A glowing figure drifted through the dark waters at first, and it looked like a diver with a headlamp. But as it came closer, the illusion fell apart. Its shape was all wrong. Long, serpent-like, a visible spine running down its back, and the way it moved? Not human, not even close. Was it just a trick of the light? A diver caught at a strange angle? Or did this fisherman stumble upon something far more mysterious lurking beneath the surface? It was around 2 a.m. during a peaceful late-night fishing trip when this person, sitting alone by a still, quiet lake, decided to snap a quick photo just to capture the moment. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. The night was calm, silent, exactly what you'd expect at that hour. But when they checked the photo later, there it was, a dark, shadowy figure standing in the distance. They swear no one else was there. So the question is who, or what, was lurking by the lake that night? As he drove down an old, abandoned road toward his campsite, a chill ran down his spine. Up ahead, something eerie caught his eye. A shadowy figure in a flowing white dress crossing the road. His heart pounded as he slammed the brakes. Who or what was that? Curiosity got the best of him. Stepping out of his car into the pitch-black night, he scanned the surroundings. But there was nothing. Just silence and darkness. If it were a person, why were they wandering alone in the middle of the forest at this hour? And if it wasn't, then what had he just seen? While trekking through the woods, a group of adventurers stumbled upon an abandoned GoPro, its owner nowhere in sight. Intrigued, they played back the footage only to be shaken by what they uncovered. The final moments showed a group of unknown explorers, their expressions shifting from excitement to pure terror. In the background, a shadowy, unnerving figure loomed, watching them. Then, without warning, the footage cut to black. Despite efforts to identify the people in the video, their identities remain a mystery. Were they just lost tourists? Or does this eerie recording capture the final moments of a group that was never meant to be found? A Reddit user recently shared a photo from a peaceful trip to a forest in Chattanooga, Tennessee, where they were trying to capture a playful shot of a tree. However, upon zooming in, something strange caught their eye. A mysterious gray figure appeared to be standing at the edge of a fence. Some commenters speculated that the figure resembled a woman in Victorian-era clothing, possibly a nurse or housemaid. Given the area's rich Civil War history, could this be the spirit of a Civil War nurse still lingering in the woods? The eerie discovery has sparked some fascinating theories. It was a quiet evening as the YouTuber settled in for a solo camping trip deep in the forest. As night crept in, he curled up in his tent, ready to get some rest. But then, something stirred him awake. Torn between fear and curiosity, he gathered the courage to step outside and investigate.
It went away though. I feel like I kind of want to go out and check, but I'm kind of scared too.
I think we're gonna go out and check. I might just walk around and look at the area. Look at this, guys. I can't even see a thing on camera. It's so dark. Let me see if my phone flashlight's better. I think it's a little better. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely better. I'm just gonna use my phone flashlight.
But when he looked around, everything seemed normal, until he spotted something strange. Just as he started to feel calm again, snuggling back into his sleeping bag, a sudden noise shattered the silence.
Wait. Guys, what is this? There's some sort of marking on the tree. It's kind of creepy. I wonder what that's for. Alright, well, now that I know that there's nothing out there, I'm gonna try to go back to bed. Hello?
If you listen closely, you could hear the unmistakable sound of footsteps, this time circling his tent. Terrified and confused, unable to figure out what was out there, he made a snap decision. In the middle of the night, with fear and adrenaline coursing through him, he packed up and bolted, abandoning his campsite without a second thought. Reddit user Danny T shared a bone-chilling story from a guy's weekend deep in the woods, far from civilization. While relaxing at a remote log cabin miles from the nearest neighbor, the group snapped a casual photo, only to later notice something terrifying in the background. A floating head staring through the door. Some dismissed it as a trick of the light or maybe a cutout taped to the window, but Danny T was adamant it wasn't a prank. No one in the group recognized the eerie face, and with no one else around for miles, the question still haunts them. If it wasn't one of them, then who or what was watching from the darkness that night? TikTok user. The most Mandy was left completely rattled after checking the security footage from her remote forest cabin. In the clip, a mysterious woman dressed in white appeared outside, speaking in a haunting voice, "Let me in." With no neighbors for miles and nothing but dense woods surrounding her, Mandy was horrified. Who was this woman? Why was she out there, alone, in the dead of night? And how did she find the cabin? Chillingly, after that night, the woman was never seen again. While exploring an abandoned Freemason lodge, everything felt quiet, almost too quiet. But it wasn't until they reviewed the footage later that things got unsettling.
This is a really creepy building. Almost sounds like something hit the glass.
So it looks like.
That's what it sounded like.
The building already gave off creepy vibes, but then came a chilling sound, like something slamming against the glass. And right at the beginning of the recording, you can hear a faint voice. What's disturbing is that no one remembers saying anything at that moment. Some people think the voice whispers "run," while others swear it says Ryan. Now here's the kicker. The guy in the video, his name is Ryan. So, was something warning him? Or were they already in danger without even knowing it? While staying in their cozy cabin, they got a sudden Ring camera alert from the basement. Curious, they checked the footage and froze.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
A strange, ghostly mist was drifting down from above, twisting eerily left, then right. What made it even creepier? The basement had no windows, meaning no wind, no drafts, nothing that could explain the movement. And to top it all off, a voice came through the speaker. "Hi, you are currently being recorded." Yeah, that wasn't them talking. This man was out of town when he got a Ring camera alert from his remote cabin, and what he saw was chilling. The footage captured a mysterious figure aimlessly roaming through his backyard. But it wasn't just the presence of the disturbing person, it was the way they moved. Slow, erratic, almost like they were lost or hunting. The homeowner noted that the area has a history of drug activity, which might explain the behavior, but that only makes it more unsettling. Imagine someone like that lurking around your property when you're not there to stop them. While checking his cabin's attic for damage after a recent hurricane, he snapped a quick photo. Just a routine inspection. At the time, everything looked fine. No leaks, no holes. But months later, while casually scrolling through those old photos with his girlfriend, they noticed something chilling. A dark, shadowy figure with glowing eyes staring back at them from the attic. He swore he'd never heard any strange noises up there. No rustling, no scratching. Nothing that would suggest raccoons or other animals. So what was it? A trick of the light? A small, unseen creature? Or something far more unsettling? A warning to get out while he still could. Two 10-year-old boys were playing near a barn late one night, hoping to spot mysterious orbs in the dark. But instead of glowing lights, they captured something far more chilling. A shadowy figure lurking just beyond the edge of their flashlight's beam. Startled, they showed the photo to one boy's father, who returned to the same spot, phone in hand. He snapped a picture, but this time, nothing. No figure, no strange shadows, just an ordinary barn. So if it wasn't a trick of the light, what did they capture that night? While touring a seemingly peaceful cabin, Reddit user Lusashi and their spouse thought they were just about done exploring until they noticed something odd in the yard. Hidden beneath some tree branches and a weathered tarp was what looked like a secret entrance. Curiosity got the best of them, so they pulled the cover back and took a peek inside, and what they found was chilling.
So just taking a little bit of a look around here. I can't tell if this is a good angle for my camera, but yeah, not bad. Yeah, I can actually be on my hands and knees here. Oh, shit. Oh, it's huge.
It's huge?
Should I go down?
Yeah.
Let's make it worth my while. Yeah, I'm little enough I can... God. I'm either very brave or very stupid. There's like a dugout kind of area. It doesn't lead to anything, it's just a little bit of a hole. Bro. Yeah, there's an outlet here. Yeah.
Beneath the surface was a narrow crawl space, about 20 feet long, leading to a small, concrete-walled room. A dim, flickering light barely illuminated the eerie interior. Inside, they saw a lone trash can and a suspicious bottle of bleach lying on the ground. When they asked the property's seller about it, he claimed he had no idea the bunker-like space even existed. That only made it creepier. Was it an old fallout shelter, a hidden storage room, or something far more sinister? One look at that room, and it was hard not to wonder. Had someone once been held there against their will? While going through footage from the trail camera near his remote cabin, a man stumbled upon something deeply unsettling. One frame showed the forest in crisp detail, except for a strange, blurry figure lurking in the bottom right corner. At first glance, it looked like just another hiker, but trail cameras capture images in quick bursts, and this figure only showed up in a single frame. The next photo in the sequence made things even weirder. The man was gone, replaced by a faint, glowing silhouette. None of the other shots captured anything unusual, just those two chilling images, standing out like a glitch in reality. While camping with friends in the woods behind a buddy's house, one man had the scare of his life. As he wandered into the forest to gather firewood, the deeper he went, the more he felt like something or someone was watching him. That's when he saw it, a face peeking out from behind a tree. Paralyzed with fear, he bolted back to the group and breathlessly told them what he saw. Armed with flashlights and nerves of steel, they marched back into the darkness, only to find a weathered styrofoam head on a stick, covered in moss. At first they laughed it off, but the mood shifted quickly when the homeowner, now pale, admitted he had no idea how it got there. Worse, he revealed a chilling detail. Months earlier, he and his mother had been stalked by someone lurking in those same woods, and now he was convinced the stalker was back. Security footage from a remote cabin reveals a would-be burglar creeping up to a parked car, flashlight in hand. He carefully scanned the windows, searching for anything worth stealing, then tugged on the door handles, hoping for an easy score. But just as he seemed ready to make his move, something startled him. He froze, then suddenly took off into the darkness. The next day, the homeowner reviewed the footage and was shocked by what he saw. He immediately reported the attempted break-in to the police, hoping the eerie escape would lead to the suspect's capture. This TikTok user was staying alone at an Airbnb deep in the Appalachian Mountains when her quiet trip took a chilling turn. While heading to the bathroom, she caught something on camera that still haunts her. The voice echoed through the space, but according to her, no one else was there. She swears it wasn't her sister. Viewers have been left rattled, with some suggesting it could be something far more sinister, a mimic. So, what exactly did this woman capture that night? It was just after 1 a.m. when the silence of the forest was shattered by a blood-curdling scream. A man appeared on their porch, frantic and wild-eyed, shouting that someone was burning him, chasing him, and that he was bleeding. Living deep in the woods, the sudden knocking in the dead of night sent chills down the family's spine. At first, it seemed like a desperate man in need of help, but things quickly spiraled into something far more disturbing. He suddenly tried to force his way into the house, triggering full panic. The father, armed for protection, opened the door cautiously. The man fell to his knees, begging them not to kill him. After a tense standoff, the father managed to calm the man down enough to get him into the car, offering to drive him home. That's when everything clicked. They had always suspected someone was secretly living in the long-abandoned house next door. As it turns out, this was that someone. What began as a possible cry for help ended in a chilling realization. The family was left rattled, haunted by the encounter, and wondering what else might be hiding in the shadows just beyond their doorstep. As a woman tidied her cozy cabin bedroom, a chilling cry pierced the silence. Someone was screaming for help. Heart pounding, she rushed to the window, and what she saw made her stomach turn. Weird things had happened in those woods before. Stories of traps, strange sounds, and people vanishing. Her instincts screamed caution, but there, stumbling through the trees, was an elderly woman, clearly in distress. Trap or not, she couldn't turn her back. Turns out, the woman was likely suffering from dementia and had gotten lost in the forest, terrified and alone. Thankfully, the cabin owner trusted her instincts and chose compassion over fear, helping guide the woman safely back home. This man showed up at his cabin for a quiet weekend getaway, only to be greeted by a door that had been violently hacked open. A jagged hole stared back at him, instantly triggering a wave of dread. Was it just a random break-in? Or was someone specifically looking for him? No follow-up details were ever shared. So now the real question is, would you still spend the night? While exploring the Midwest, a man captured a series of eerie photos, each showing a mysterious figure lurking in the background. What's even stranger, he claimed the figure moved with unnatural speed, far faster than any human, yet somehow kept appearing in the same spot, only to vanish when he got too close. In a recent update, things took an even creepier turn. The strange entity reportedly reappeared just moments later, but once again, it vanished before he could catch it on video. Could it have just been an animal making those unsettling noises in the distance? If so, that still doesn't explain what or who he caught on camera. We came across this chilling video from Grizzly Gaz, a YouTuber well known for his scary camping encounters. But this one felt different. He begins telling the dark legend of Lady Sybil of Burnshaw Tower, a woman who made a pact with the devil himself, gaining powers to shapeshift, but was cursed to walk the earth even after death. Can you imagine camping in the very woods where her spirit is said to roam? The legend takes a darker turn. Lady Sybil, caught as a cat, had her paw severed. Even though she magically reattached it, her soul was forever bound to the hills and forests. Things get unsettling. While setting up his tent, Grizzly Gaz hears what sounds like gunshots in the distance. The silence of the forest breaks, and suddenly, he isn't sure if he's alone.
Give the video a like as well. Right, I'm going to get in my tent now and get set up for night. Alright, mate. Don't know if I just caught that, but I'm pretty sure I've just heard gunshots. They showed me. Oh, fucking hell, you farted. Or is that your breath? Chill out.
The mist grows heavy. He keeps seeing flashes of eyes shine in the darkness. Or was it a torch? Something seemed to be following him.
Can't even see any paths or out, man, because of this mist. I keep seeing flashes of light, like eye shine, but that corner of my eye. Down there, look.
Finally, the fear hits hardest. Between the gunshots, the mist, and the glowing eyes in the distance, Gaz admits it's not worth the risk.
Really want to know what that shine was down there. Whether it's a torch. Like I say, I've heard gunshots earlier, so. Fuck. Don't want to be getting shot, do I? And I especially don't want to be running in to the landowner again, because he will not be happy that I'm back in here.
His gut tells him to get out before something truly terrifying happens. And honestly, can you blame him? Things take a darker turn in the next clip I came across. This video was shared by Action Adventure Clips, a page well known for thrilling adventure videos and short action-packed clips. They step into the cave, water echoes through the darkness, louder than ever before, and a salamander greets them, as if warning them to turn back. The deeper they go, the colder it becomes. The passage tightens, pressing in like the cave itself doesn't want them there. They hear the roar of a waterfall, beautiful, but masking something sinister. As they go deeper, a strange odor fills the air. Gas, toxic. Then panic erupts as they start shouting,
Twice as bad. It's a cave emergency. Oh, the gas is coming. Oh.
The group scrambles as the fumes thicken. As they were running away from that one, they ran straight into a dense pocket of poison. The lights dim, their voices grow frantic.
Oh, we ran into the gas. Oh, we hit a toxic pocket of gas. Dude, it's so gassy. We gotta get out of here. You're on the right path. Don't come up there.
I can't breathe.
We hit
I can't see anything, dude.
a pocket of bad gas. We hit a pocket. Dude, climb up to us.
As if that was not enough, they're trapped in the fog, lungs burning, unsure where the exit is. Some claim they saw shapes moving inside the haze. They finally find a way out, but racing footsteps echo behind them, as if something else made it out too. Would you dare go into that cave, knowing it almost became their tomb? From eerie to downright disturbing, here's what came next. Jasko is a YouTuber who creates videos. This time, he went to a haunted cabin. What was supposed to be a fun haunted cabin video turned into a nightmare. Because deep in the woods, miles from civilization, someone else was there. No service, no power. Just them, and a stranger. They learn why the cabin is called the Skinwalker Cabin. People who've stayed here report screams, voices mimicking loved ones, even shadowy figures outside their windows. Panic sets in as they hear a loud, blood-curdling scream in the backyard of the cabin. They freeze. Was it human, animal, or worse, something in between?
Channel if you have not already. That was a knock on the door. Hello?
Okay.
Oh my God.
What got in me?
The only thing I have in me is about to come out how scared I am.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's how terrifying this place is. I guess since we're here, let's show you.
While investigating the skull, he hears a whistle right in his ear, though his friend is nowhere near him.
You know, whole thing, because it smells really bad right here. What the f? Chris? What? That wasn't you? Oh no, I'm right here. Bro, something like whistled in my ear. On God, like right next to me. Voice.
The camera catches it. Something unseen is toying with them. The night spirals, more screams, heavy knocks, voices through the spirit box saying my grave and they seek justice.
Huh, Skinwalkers? Can you mimic this noise?
They seek justice.
They seek justice? Whoa, whoa. What the f, Chris? Oh my God!
That screams.
Oh my God, she just scared the shit out of me. Sorry. Go inside, go inside, go inside.
After some time, fear peaks, the sound of the metal gate slamming shut. It had been tied open. Someone untied it. Now they're trapped inside the forest. And finally, he admitted that in his 6 years of filming, he had never experienced something as terrifying as this.
Listen, something isn't right here. Let me backtrack about 30 minutes. We stopped recording. I don't even know what the hell the last thing we recorded was. And Chris and I decided that we were going to go outside together with our flashlights and just see if it was safe. Do a little perimeter check because we wanted to do things together outside. But when we went out there, we heard what sounded like metal. Something very loud in the distance. Metal. And I don't even want to fucking think about it because it's bringing fucking tears to my eyes just thinking about it. The gate to this cabin is a very large metal gate. And I truly fear that what we heard was the metal gate closing, slamming shut. And now one thing I'll tell you is that that gate was open and it was tied to a tree. So the only way it would have closed is if someone untied it.
Would you have lasted the night inside the Skinwalker cabin? Just when you think it can't get stranger, wait until you see this. This story comes from Busca Sobrenatural on YouTube. They returned to the abandoned house, cameras rolling. Almost immediately, the air felt wrong, batteries drained overnight, and a chill crept in. Dogs that usually barked were silent tonight. Suddenly, movement in the shadows. A figure darted across the darkened rooms, and the temperature dropped like ice.
Hey. We'll only come back a little early today. Dude, be careful, man. Really, I don't think there are any dogs.
Be careful. You saw what we saw, right? Oh, silence, silence. I see something inside the house. Look there, look there. That's it, man. Did
you see that man? There, man. Did you see that man? What's
that man? I'm not worried. How cold it got all of a sudden.
Wow. Look there. Did you see that man? Man.
While inside the building, a glass exploded across the floor. Shards flew toward them, forcing them back.
Cara, também filmei. Tu filmou, será? Já filmei. Cara, vamos entrar ali pra ver isso, cara. Ai, meu Deus, cara. Voa um vidro em mim aqui, cara. Voa um vidro em mim aqui, cara. Ô, cachorro. Cara, pra mim o barulho tá vindo lá de cima, eu acho, cara.
But what shattered the door glass when no one was near? Just a moment later, a heavy bear statue moved on its own. First shifting, then toppling as if shoved by invisible hands. The house came alive, doors slamming, tables sliding, the sound of footsteps above. Then chaos walls shook, windows blew open, and an unseen force tore the house apart. They ran, breathless, terrified. From eerie to downright disturbing, here's what came next. This video comes from Chamos on YouTube. They returned once again to the infamous doctor's house, a place where every time they step inside, something darker seems to awaken. At first, the night felt quiet, too quiet. Then they noticed it. Strange, blood-red graffiti smeared on the walls. But who wrote it? And why did it appear only now? Suddenly, a loud noise echoed through the empty halls. Something unseen was moving around them. Then, chaos. Objects started falling, hitting the ground near them. A perfume bottle cap, furniture shaking. The tension grew unbearable.
The cross is there, then. Look, something here hit something behind me. Real just heard it, now I heard it. But man, something fell really close to here, look.
They heard a disembodied voice, whispering from the darkness. One of them swore it was the doctor himself.
Did you hear it? No, yes. Damn, man. Hey, calm down. Look at this, man. Man, you said that thing about graffiti, right?
And then it happened. The apparition appeared. A dark, human-like figure at the far end of the hallway. It flickered in and out, then vanished before their eyes. They ran, terrified, hearts pounding, knowing one thing: the doctor was still there, and he wanted them gone. Just like before, the next video captures something terrifying on camera. This video was uploaded by Morozov's fan on YouTube. Everything you're about to see was streamed live. On the night of the 19th, he entered a house he had just purchased. But this wasn't just any house, it was known to contain a demon. The former owners wanted to get rid of it, but he was determined to drive the evil out himself. At first, things were quiet. Too quiet. Then, faint footsteps creaked across the stairs, but no one was there.
Did you hear those sounds? The creaking of the stairs, footsteps. These are not the sounds of the house. It is it. It was in the house right away. It does not appear here at night. It is here constantly.
Would you stay if you heard that? Or would you already be gone? A shadow figure appeared in the stream, unnoticed until later. The deeper he went, the stronger it became.
Already on the 20th minute of the stream, a shadow was recorded, but, unfortunately, neither the people watching the stream nor I noticed it.
Lights flickered, devices beeped, and a shadow passed right by the window. Then it happened. Using a radio transmitter, he finally made contact. A chilling voice hissed, "What do you need?"
I think she said what you need. I need a ritual statue. Where is it? This one just moved. I need a ritual statue. Where is it?
Soon after, tables moved on their own, cameras cut out, and the pressure in the room grew unbearable. And he kept demanding, "Demon, show yourself. Tell me your name." But the more he ordered, the angrier it became.
Two video cameras are turned off.
So I'll ask you this. If you were inside that house and the darkness finally answered you, would you dare to keep talking, or would you run before it takes more than just your voice? The nightmare continues, and this time, it feels way too real. This video was originally filmed by Summit or Nothing. He sets out across Dartmoor, heading towards Sorton Tor. At first, everything feels calm. The autumn air, the fading ferns, the distant mist. But Dartmoor is not just any landscape. It's a place where legends breathe. Would you dare to hike into the unknown, knowing the land itself carries ghostly stories? Strange formations appear in the ground. The remains of an abandoned ice works from the 1800s. Imagine it. Water once frozen here, harvested in silence. But some say the echoes of that factory never left. At the top, silence consumes everything. No birds, no wind, just emptiness. He stops, listening. Have you ever heard a silence so heavy it feels alive? Later, in the tent, a legend is told. The story of Judge Jeffries, known as the Hanging Judge, is cursed to return as a black phantom pig. As the tale is spoken, grunts and snorts echo outside the tent. Horses, or something darker?
Here's another one. This one tonight is called Judge Jeffries and the Big Black Phantom Pig. George Jeffries, the first Baron Jeffries, was the English judge who became notorious for his harsh sentences after the Monmouth Rebellion in 1685. His severe sentencing for even minor indiscretions earned him a black reputation. In his travels as a judge on the Western Circuit, he held court in many Devonshire towns, and legend suggests he was at his judicial best, or worst, at Lidford. It's just over there. He must have had a great impact on the area. So the story goes, he haunts the ancient borough in the guise of a big black pig. It's not clear how often this phantom porker has been seen, or why indeed it should automatically be assumed it was the dreadful judge himself.
Hours pass, but strange noises linger. Shadows press against the thin walls of the tent. He tries to sleep. But what if Dartmoor's legends aren't just stories? What if somewhere out there in the mist, something still watches? You thought the last story was bad? The next one is downright terrifying. This video was posted by Hike Slam. He set out to spend the night deep in the Virginia woods, the day before Thanksgiving. At first, everything seemed peaceful. The trail, the cold air, the sound of the river. Not long after, things turned strange. Scattered trash along the trail, beer cans, broken plastic, and writing scratched onto garbage bags. Lyrics, "Hangman is coming down from the gallows." Who leaves messages like this? A hiker or something else? Then the discovery no camper ever wants to find. A freshly killed duck, lying next to a long note, bone dry, as if it had just been placed there.
And there's a dead duck here. A very long note. And it looks like it was just put here because it's not wet. That duck is fairly recently killed. All right.
The fire from a nearby camp still burned. 2 women appeared on the trail, frightened. They asked if he had seen the man leaving notes. They swore he was still camped by the river, sitting on a rock, fire glowing. They were terrified to pass his sight alone. What would you do? Keep going or turn back before it's too late?